They're racing. Now off the front, Talk About Charles began only fairly. Kybeen Strike has galloped away. Kentucky Anna's gone away safely. And Silken Manor's going to go to the lead in the early part and goes out to Our Big Monty. And Mysocky got away fast. He's driving up through into third spot, and then Steel Dominator Waikari Time. Talk About Charles centre field with Coloured Fella. And then comes Kentucky Anna and Late Bid Heady Skipper. A long break, the Love You Dear, and trailing out a distant last in the race after galloping away is Kybeen Striker. Silken Manor is the leader down the back the first time. Our Big Monty trailing him, but immediately comes off the fence to take him on now. And Our Big Monty looms up now to head off Silken Manor. 2 lengths away, third, Mysocky on the inside of Waikari Time. Coloured Fella trapped 3 wide. Talk About Charles, 1 off the fence around Steel Dominator. A length away then to Kentucky Anna. Heady Skipper on the inside, and then Late Bid. A long break, the Love You Dear, and Kybeen Striker, who galloped away as
Newcastle.
Coming around the home turn with 2 rounds to go. And the first for home is Our Big Monty. The Hunter Valley trained pacer out in front of Silken Manor. Coloured Fella is third, now dropping over to the fence here. In front of Mysocky and Waikari Time, and Kentucky Anna's taking off around the field now. He's rushing up quickly. Then Talk About Charles midfield with a trail. Late Bid's on his back. Then Steel Dominator 2 lengths away to Heady Skipper, and a dozen lengths, or no, 20 lengths away to Love You Dear, and 2 or 3 to Kybeen Striker. 1400 out to the back. Our Big Monty, the leader from Silken Manor. Kentucky Anna now is forced to race without cover. Coloured Fella's on its inside. 1 out, 1 back, Waikari Time. Mysocky 4 back the fence. Talk About Charles, the third one back in the running line, trailed by Late Bid. Steel Dominator's on the fence, 1 to Heady Skipper, and tailed off as Love You Dear and also Kybeen Striker. Plenty of speed on out of the back. Our Big Monty runs them along, strings them out a little bit. Silken Manor second, Kentucky Anna third. On the fence, Coloured Fella. Waikari Time next, the outside. Around Mysocky. Talk About Charles in the running line. Then Steel Dominator 4 back on the outside as Late Bid. Then Heady Skipper, and tailed off Love You Dear and Kybeen Striker. Down to the judge to get the bell. There it is ringing now, and Our Big Monty the leader. Now here he comes on Talk About Charles. Darren Hancock is taking off 3 wide. Kentucky Anna kicking up in the minute. Silken Manor showing the whip on the inside. Late Bid coming up in the 3 wide lane on the back of Talk About Charles. Waikari Time in the centre from Coloured Fella. Then Mysocky 2 lengths away then to Steel Dominator, Heady Skipper, and tailed off Love You Dear and Kybeen Striker. Down the back it's Our Big Monty in front, Kentucky Anna, and now Talk About Charles is joining in on the outside. Late Bid tracking home on the back of Talk About Charles. He's into the pitch of the back marker. Then Silken Manor followed by Coloured Fella, and behind them Waikari Time. Out of the back now, and Talk About Charles out wide has raced to the lead. Late Bid peeling off his back is giving chase. Our Big Monty still there on the rail. Kentucky Anna can't go on. Then Silken Manor at the head of the others, Mysocky. Late Bid stormed up to take the lead from Talk About Charles. Silken Manor running a bold race in third spot, and then at the head of the others, Mysocky and Coloured Fella, but Late Bid drew clear. He's a tough stayer. He got away from Silken Manor and Talk About Charles. Oh, he's too good, he's too classy, Late Bid, and too strong at the end. Late Bid a length to Silken Manor. Talk About Charles third, then Coloured Fella, Mysocky. Our Big Monty, Steel Dominator. A long gap to Heady Skipper. Kentucky Anna weakened out of it. A long way back too was Waikari Time. Love You Dear, and last is Kybeen Striker.
We'll come straight back, Kev. Here's the replay, Newcastle.
Ready to go. They're off. Automatic Lady began beautifully off the inside with Dixie Dollar. Poking up in the centre there is Mistress Helen, getting a run on the rail, Matt Tanga, then followed further back in the real field by Zakuba Nat. Going to the back, Automatic Lady out wide, hunting up underneath it, Mistress Helen, they're well clear. In third place there would have been Proper Indian running on, then followed by Yearly Tears. Coming to the bend, and Mistress Helen is clear. Second, Automatic Lady, but Mistress Helen beat Automatic Lady, then Proper Indian, followed by Gypsy Dynamite. The next one in is Matt Tanga. A gap to Dixie Dollar, finished well back with Yearly Tears, who was one of the last ones in. Coach Newcastle, race 8, the number's 317. 3, Mistress Ellen, paid $4.70 and $2.10. Number 1, Automatic